Hello. So today we have a fun video. We are going to do a guide for Battle of the Dawn today. So I have a Battle of the Dawn event taking place in server 111, and we have a duel between the top two ranked alliances today. So EGK is playing OFA. So you can see 3.7 billion power versus 3 billion power. And we have a Battle of the Dawn event right now. So we're going to be doing a guide on Battle of the Dawn. Here you can see the countdown timer. When you hit that Battle of the Dawn, you're going to have your alliance here. This is your alliance. This is who I am in, EGK. And we are against OFA. So these are the two alliances here. You have your power, number of people signed up. It will count down to the event, and then you're given 30 minutes for the event. So first few minutes, you're allowed to configure your units. So here you need to go in and actually select all features of it. And so you need to make sure you select the right unit type. If you don't do this, then it's going to give you the wrong unit. So first off, my primary unit is Mulan. And so I play Archer main. So we're going to go with Mulan. Mehmed Bellevue is probably the standard setup, but I like to run Attila for my archers. So I have my T7 archers. I'm going to switch them over to Korean archers. It is very important that you save this as the right setup here. So always double check your units. Mulan, Mehmed, Attila, right setup here, 180%. These are Korean archers. That's what I want, my T7 archers right here. So if you don't select this right, you can go in with Sword Mulan or Cavalry Mulan or something like that. Next up, I'm going to run LuBu. My LuBu is not the best LuBu. We only had one LuBu wheel, so I ended up with the 2-star LuBu. But this is my other T7 unit. So I have T7 archers and T7 cavalry, and I'm going to use the battle elephants. Battle elephants are really good for you can see you get this extra 5% chance of double attack. So here I double check, cavalry, LuBu, 180%, so I know that my troops are set up properly. Once you hit deploy, you cannot change your troops. You have to always double check that for Battle of the Dawn. Cannot edit, please proceed. Okay, so I still have 28 minutes here. So this is a 5-minute timer to get your march set up. So it's 30 minutes total, 5 minutes to set up your march, and 25 minutes of combat. So here we're gonna enter the match. And you should see about 3 minutes left at the top of the clock here, yeah. Battle of the Dawn, 111 versus 111. So here we go. We got our 2.8 minute timer here. If I remember how to use this. Okay. Good. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my troops. Here we go. Up to the front here. So as on R5 of this alliance, I need to make sure that we are set up well for our plan. So I'm going to label some of this. This is going to be East Relic destination. So we'll dump that in there, and then we're going to go, did that not label it? Should have. We're going to go here, this lunar temple, and this is going to be our south Relic destination. Okay. So we're going to put all this in here. So marking east and south spots for Relic. So here we go. Just trying to get everything set up. We got to be ready. Okay, so we have our setup here. How many troops do we have? So 1 minute left. So one thing here is you have quests. So here I have deal 10,000 damage and participate in Relic. So I am a zealot. So I heal when there's low health if I kill other units. And so that's because I have 2 glass cannon units here. Here we can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 of us so far. And we're facing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 versus 7 so far. Okay. Not the best. So here we go. Okay. So make sure I get that strategy set up. So my goal is you always want to use Cavalry, if possible, to carry relics. And so that's my plan here. First thing is to remember that you need to hold the middle of this. So we're going to double select and get ready to go towards the middle. So the middle is where the relics spawn. And so the spawn is going to be right here. You can see the spawn here in 3 minutes. So we need to get our troops here. So I'm actually going to put Mulan here and kind of let LuBu do the first run. So my LuBu is actually pretty weak. I'm only running about level 30 gear on LuBu with some 40s just on LuBu himself. But Mulan has 12 pieces of level 80 gear, so it is the primary damage dealer that I have. But you can see almost everyone's going to use LuBu's. LuBu is so overpowered, it's ridiculous. Wow, my LuBu died so fast. So we are facing a lot of T7 here. So that's something that we have to just be aware of, that we have a lot of T7 we're playing. We're playing some very strong players. These are all T7 whales, basically. So we got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked on that initial fight. So we got EGK is the R5 right now of OFA, and I'm the R5 of EGK. So let's see, I'm gonna wait for my Mulan because I can't fight them alone. But fighting LuBus when you have a Mulan is not good. So I'll have my Mulan here try and take down Miyamoto. He's going to try and get to my Mulan, which he'll be able to. But looks like I was able to have Darth sneak by. So you're really trying to push forward and hold the middle. If you can't hold the middle, you're going to basically lose. There are 3 relics in a match like this. It's important to capture points, but that's somewhat secondary to the relics. If you get 2 of the 3 relics, you're almost always going to win in Battle of the Dawn. And so trying to get those relics here is subpar. So subpar is one of our whales. So I'll stand right behind him. Have this, try and sneak this up here. Actually, I don't want to have him fight. So I need to get up to this relic to disrupt it, because you don't always want to get stuck fighting. You know, fighting's a really good way to distract your opponents here. So you can see they're holding us off from getting this relic. So if we can't get over to the relic, we're going to be in trouble. So I'm trying to sneak by and get over to this relic, because if I can do that, we have a chance to steal it. But he's chasing me. That's not good. So we'll engage. So I'm going to pick up the relic, try and pick up the relic with LuBu. It's not going to work, but I'm just outmatched. So we're kind of outmatched on this one. We're both slightly outnumbered, and they have a lot of whales. Now, they have LuBu picking that up. So the key here is you see Mario trying to cut him off. That's exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to stop them from reaching where they're trying to go. So you're cutting off these relic carriers as best you can. So you use these side paths. You don't want to get stuck fighting. The fighting does not matter, okay? The fighting is just a way to get slowed down, slow other people down. You're trying to handle this battle in a way. They have so many troops. You see how they're trying to block us off? That's what they're doing here. Mulan is going to get wrecked. But she at least has a decent amount. You see how Egypt started this battle? When you're in battle, you slow down. And so if you take enough hits, you see this blue bar here, then you'll drop the relic. So that's what they're trying to do, is get them to drop the relic. Unfortunately, if you're just outmatched in the open field, there's not a lot you can do here. So facing 10, like, yeah. So one of the things that's interesting about this matchup is OFA is currently the second strongest alliance on 111, but despite being the second strongest in terms of an alliance, their best time is 01 UTC. So this is a 1 UTC matchup, and it is one of the worst times for EGK. So EGK's best times are 19 UTC, and they got that relic plus 27,000 points. So you can see now the point matchup here. So despite us doing okay in terms of handling these spots, we're now losing by a lot because you get a small trickle of points from holding areas, but that really doesn't matter. If you are going to get wrecked and lose the relics, you have to have the relics. So you can see here a LuBu that's actually a sword. So they had a LuBu sword, which is a mistake, right? So they don't want that. So I'm actually going to sneak over here because I'm getting wrecked by fighting, and I'm going to go steal these spots. So one of the things is if you have a situation like this where you open battles, you want to consider different ways to handle the fighting. One way to do that is to only focus on battles you can win, or to make sure you're always capping these points. If they have no place to take the relic, then you can still win. But yeah, we're gonna lose this matchup. You can see here I'm trying to do these quests. You know, if I complete escort missions or contests, I get these quests. Completing all your quests allows you to complete all your quests, gives you different rewards, helps increase the basically chests that you get at the end. So you win gems for Battle of the Dawn. So you want to complete your quest. So as a zealot, I get points for eliminations, and I get points for helping with the relics. I believe everyone gets credit for helping with relics. Not 100% sure there, but I think everyone does. So I'm going to go over here. Kind of sneak back this way. The other thing is you want to kind of get to this. Actually, no. In Battle of the Dawn, their total points doesn't matter. In Wonder Event, it does. So here we go. We can see I'm engaged here. Just my LuBu is not that strong, but he's T7. You don't want to ignore. No. Why are you doing this? There we go. Let's take out some swords. That'll do it. So we got 2 minutes to the gym. You can see here we have to really focus on getting to that gym here. So they're spawning, of course, after 2 more minutes, but this is going to win this battle. Here we go. Good. The timing of when you fight and really push really matters. You really want to push around the times the relics are going to spawn. If you can force them to be on respawn during these times, it's a really strong situation to be in. You would like them to be respawning, and so then you can take the relic and run, and then they're chasing you. This is really a momentum fight around it. You don't need to control the center in order to grab the relic, but it certainly helps. So I'm going to try and take out this sword until I get found, but of course it finds me right away. All the LuBus. We have no pikes. Lack of pikes is really hurting us. They're gonna all take me out. So anytime you're overwhelmed like this, so we basically are down on numbers and on strength. So despite having we have some whales with us. So subpar is the 5th strongest on our server. Darth's in the top 25. I'm in the top 40. But you have Maj K, who is top 5. I think he's number 4. I'm pretty sure Not Is Otis is number 2. So you have some very strong players we're playing against, and you have tons of LuBus. Absolute tons of LuBus. So I'm going to try and sneak around and see if I can get a better fight here. I want to try to avoid these battles. I don't want to get caught if I'm going to be able to win here. So they're going here. So I need to stop this fight, but basically if we own this, they can't go there. So coming in here and winning this battle is going to stop them from bringing it in. So that's why I'm not going back there, because right now I can win the battle by just killing this unit, making sure we cap the point. Now they're going to come back, so I have to keep them off of it. But that's certainly something I can do, especially because they're letting me kill their swords. Why they're letting me kill their swords, I don't know. So we have enough troops here to stop them. We can do that. Although I just melted. Are they going to capture it? No, we lost it. Not looking good, but subpar might be able to get it. Still outnumbered here. You can see this blue's almost down, so the relic dropped. That little blue bar makes the relic drop. I'm still trying to get my units over here. Once they get past you, you're in trouble. Let's see if I can jump in here and steal the relic. Even if you're going to die, that's a good way to make some improvements there. So they're ignoring all of us. I'm going to go in here and steal it. Did not get there in time. So again, I'm trying to get this blue bar down, do enough damage to force him to drop it. That's the plan. Just make him drop it. And you can see this whole time I'm contesting it should give me time for my quest. All this time I'm doing is I'm slowing him down. See, we took this point, so they can't go there to get the capture. So I'm going to sneak over here because this is a sword unit. And if I can get by all their units here, I'm going to sneak in, sneak past them, and then hit them. Okay, well, their Mulan here, who's 160,000, was just ridiculously strong, came in to fight me. So good, I was able to make it drop. So they're picking it up again. See, if you do enough damage, you knock it off. And so, again, there's a time limit here. They have to get it all the way back during this time limit. They can't just, and so if you keep doing damage, you can force them to drop it, force them to drop it. And because they're carrying it with a sword unit, we're able to slow them down. Our chances of winning this are still pretty low. I would not give us a high chance because we're outmatched on the battlefield, but by good strategy, we can limit those losses. All we have to do is capture one and prevent them from getting it twice. If we can prevent them from getting it twice, we have a chance. But I don't think we're going to stop this one. They have way too many units. Way too many units, and I can't get there. See, but now they have LuBu carrying it. This person needs to get on here and stop them. So they have to go right here, force the fate, or they can take it first. If they can get it all the way taken, that'll work. There we go. There we go. Gotta pay attention. Man. Facing all the LuBus is just hard. So this contesting means he can't settle it there. So they have to hold them off for 20 seconds, then the relic goes away. And then all we have to do is get the last relic and you can still win this. Again, there's 3 relics. So your goal here is to win 2 of the 3. So hey, losing control, losing control. They have to capture control in 5 seconds, and I don't think they're going to do it. All of this delay, forcing him away, is doing it, and then the relic's going to drop. Relic disappeared. So that's a win. That would be a very good performance. I'm going to go here. Actually, I'm going to go up. Try and get away from this fight. Oh man, these LuBus, man. I need to take out this Ramses. Yeah, so we're facing multiple of the top 5 on the server. I want to say it's 3 of the top 5 maybe. And we have just number 5. Did the relic spawn again? Or it's spawning in a minute and a half. So what I'm trying to do is capture this before the relic spawns to give us a place to take it and also to limit their options. So they have someone back here. Is that a... Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, this person just AFK'd. That's not okay. So I'm trying to capture this. We have 1 minute. I don't want to rush there too early because if I go there too early, I'll just die. But I would like to reset them and make sure that these people who are fighting here are not in place. So we're going to capture here. I'm going to go right up to there. Okay, good. So 43 seconds. We do not have a lot of strength to face them head on. So what we need to do is basically win strategically. So I'm going to try and get around, do what we did last time, make sure they don't have an easy place to take this, would be how I want to do this. So I'm going to go up here on the chance they're going to go backwards. They have so many people. This is crazy to me. So I'm going to deny this spot because I can't fight them right now alone. And then see where they go with it. So if they go north, I'll have cut them off a little bit. But you can see how we've captured most of the places. We are weaker overall in the battle, but they're just sitting in the middle. They're sitting in the middle. So I'm going to get LuBu to come this way because they're going that direction. But once I take this, I'm going to sneak around and go get it. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to have to... So this is their first mistake here, is they let swords capture it. Sword is a weak choice. Who am I fighting? A LuBu. LuBu found me. That'll hurt. So the problem is swords are not as quick. So they're gonna let me waltz right on through. No, they're not. So I don't care about this fight. I'm just trying to slow them down to give them time for my troops to catch up. Like, I'm going to die here. But look at this. This was a mistake. This Jack person decided to come back to me. So they gave me time to get up there and start entering battle with them and slowing them down. I am going to lose this fight, but I'm trying to prevent them from getting there. They have 5 minutes to get all the way there. We have captured most of the points on the map. They decided to do this. I was able to knock the relic off too, which is a big win. So they have to now take it again, and then we already have troops now contesting back here. They cannot allow us to be back here and then still win with the relic. And then again, a sword's picked it up. They're having their LuBus not pick it up. So here's a mistake that they need to improve on. And again, this is a good matchup. This is our basically ally on the server. I mean, I hate that we have to play our ally in this because it splits our stellar glory points, but it's a good matchup in the sense that we all get to learn from this fight. But you can see they have it picked up by a sword and he's low on health, so it should be easier to kill him. But we are just so outnumbered. The chances of actually stopping them are really, really low. So like, I'm gonna try and sneak past here, not because I can't fight these people, but if we don't, yeah, we're gonna lose. They're gonna get it. We can't stop them. Oh, Subpar got there. Good job, Subpar. So we got our number 5 on the server engaging in the fight there. I'm trying to sneak by. Oh, they knocked the relic out. That's good. So again, they let me get all the way in here. Oh, did it count even though I'm contesting it? Oh, I thought contesting it would stop it. It's good to know. So they were able to get fully back the temple before we were able to do it. So now they have 2. There's 3 minutes left. We're going to lose this because they were able to get 2 out of 3. But what you could see there is we had it close enough that if we had captured that relic, we would win. So we had been holding enough of these outside points that it wouldn't have mattered from a total point here basis. One thing you can see is, so I did not meet this quest for 180 seconds of the relic contest. So I only got 130, so I'm not gonna get max rewards. I need to get 2 more eliminations though before the end in order to get my quest. You're trying to max your total gems that you can win. It's gonna be actually hard to do because they're just gonna kill me. So I'll try and fight this if I can, but they're totally just gonna kill me, all these LuBus. There's really not much you can do about it. We didn't have much of a balanced setup here. So that's areas for us to improve. It's kind of having a better balanced setup in terms of the units we're bringing. It's fine to bring everyone to bring LuBu. He's so overpowered at this point. But in terms of the overall strategy of Battle of Dawn, let's zoom on out a bit while the units are here. You want to control the middle if you can, because that allows you to control the relics. You always need to control at least the 2 closest to you so that you have each way that you can go. So if the battle's too close over here, you can go east or you can go south, depending upon which way is a safer route for you to deploy once you grab the relic. You want to make sure that you always have some cavalry pick up the relics and that they know where they're going. So when I get a relic, I like to call out specifically where I'm going, whether I'm going east or south, or if I was in the other spot, whether I'm going north or west. And that's just a good way of letting your alliance know what's going on and where they need to protect you and where they should position. So I'm going to try and sneak in and kill this Ramses here. I'm trying to complete my quest. So eliminations are what matter. Let me see if I can go kill the Yoda here. Not going to. So I got up to 19, but I'm not going to get 20, I think, with 1 minute left. So always focus on control of those points. If they're going for the relics, make sure to use these side passages to sneak around. So you're trying to hide in the forest. You can hide in the forest around the Dawnbreak Spire. If you're trying to sneak in and steal a relic, you can use them to move faster by not engaging in that combat. Right now, where everyone's just kind of doing cleanup and doing some last fights to get whatever points they can. But this one's going to be a loss for us, which is unfortunate, but just something that happens when you're outmatched this much. One of the important things as an alliance you want to focus on for this event is getting maximum participation. Probably the best predictor of whether you're going to win or not is if you have more people. Strength matters, but just having a high number of players makes a huge difference. Absolutely huge difference. Just having more players than your opponent really can pay off. One thing, I use Zealot because I have these, strong attack focus marches. So if you're getting kills, then that's going to heal your troops over time. You stay in the field longer. 2, 1, and it's a loss. So there we go. And so you're going to get points and rated by the system for how you perform. Here you can see who had the most eliminations, subpar on our team. This is your team only, these performance rankings. And then you can see the battle details. So see how many people we had show up. We had 10, which is not horrible for our time based upon how this is bad for our lines. This is probably 80% of the people we have online total, all showing up here. But then of course you can see some people did not show up. So we have 30 signed up and 10 showed up, which is pretty bad. The biggest predictor for winning in this is just number of people. If you have 30 people show up or 25 people show up, it's a lot more likely to win than if you have 10 or if you have 5 or you have 15. So the more you can get to improve your participation here is probably the best way to increase your performance in Battle of the Dawn. So that was our demo for Battle of the Dawn. I hope everyone learned something. You can go briefly look at the stage here. The other thing you can see here is, of course, shows rankings, ranking with all the other kingdoms and empires of how they're doing in Battle of the Dawn and what their tiers are. And you can see the rewards that you're working for. So personally, you're trying to get those quests. If you complete all your quests, you get a purple gem. And depending upon what level you hit, you get less gems. And of course, a little bit of research. These rewards are not good. The rewards are better for Wonder Event, in my opinion, because you can get hero medals and legendary skill scrolls. And then, of course, as an alliance, for victory or defeat, you get rewards here. And again, these are just not very good. For a once-a-week event, even as a winner, getting 2 green chests is pretty poor. The nice thing is that you get this for all of your alliance wonder events. So if you have 5 legions and you have 5 victories, you could get up to 10 gem chests. But again, for some of these older servers, we're only able to field 4 teams. So we fielded 4 here. Now you do get these awards, but again, these are pretty low. I mean, first of all, no one cares about these recruitment tokens. So getting recruitment tokens as you go up, these skill levels just doesn't matter. Empire coins are nice, but it's not a lot. And skill points are nice, but it's not enough. I mean, these are just not that valuable as the game goes on. It would be nice if you had purple gem chests as you went up these tiers. That would be good. Gold gem, maybe not gold gem chests, but purples would be nice. 1 purple gem is nice, but it's not great. I mean, for a once-a-week event, that's pretty poor. So anyway, that is how the rankings go. And anything else that I need to show? Yeah, you can also see all your battle records. You can see previous performances, how many points you're getting towards the next tier, various things like that. This is really good as an alliance to go check and say, hey, who showed up at this time? How many do we have this week? So this week we had 10 at 1 UTC, so we can go back a week and see how many showed up at the previous week for that time. And we had 11. So, last week we had 1 more and we won. You can win with 11, against, this is 30 out of 30. So that was actually, against a different server. So that is the conclusion of our guide today. Thank you very much. I hope you learned something about Battle of the Dawn.